Oh, daddy. What is going on, everybody? Crypto Clay here, finally tapping in with you. Man, I wish I could do like a video every day, but I just don't have the time, man. And sometimes after that 9 to 5, I just don't have the energy either, you know what I mean? And man, well, it's good to be back to shooting it, you know, because I like it. I don't like the editing, but I like talking to you guys. Yeah, the market's crazy. I feel like we failed to get above the 200-week moving average, which is what I specifically was looking for. Bitcoin's at 22,948. We're currently waiting on news from the Fed. You know, what are they going to do rate wise? And we'll find out. You know, we're gonna find out if that's going to be a big poo poo on top of some poo poo that we already got going on. You know, the volume's not too crazy. It's cool to see the market cap still over 1 trillion. You know, that's still really cool. We got Ethereum at 1,575. Our friend and our gem XRP is holding strong, only losing like 2 cents in this. You know what I mean? Holding strong, not even that. We got Cardano at 38 cents. We got Dogecoin, which, dude, Elon's going hard on making Twitter involved with payments and crypto payments. I mean, he helped and created PayPal, I believe, right? So, I mean, do you think he's going to incorporate into Twitter? And I think that's bullish for Doge. I think that's bullish for Shiba. I think that's bullish for Bitcoin. I think that's bullish for Ethereum. I think that's bullish for XLM. And why do I think XLM? Because we know XLM, you know, founded by Jed McCaleb. And Jed McCaleb and Elon Musk have definitely worked side by side. They've definitely been in the same room and worked on the same stuff together. You can look it up. Maybe I'll do that on another video. I actually didn't think I would get off on that tangent. Anyway, Solana still holding strong at $23. We have Litecoin $93, Polkadot $6, Avalanche $19.72. Atom, which I still haven't picked up some Atom, and it's an amazing crypto. And I don't know. There's so many cryptos, so little fiat. You got to make wise choices, and I'm not saying that's not wise. It's just one I haven't gotten into. It's sitting at $13. We got Stellar Lumens down a little bit at 0.089, so a little below 9 cents. Hbar, and I did want to talk about Hbar a little bit. Hbar just above 6 cents. But you know, I recently got involved with the Discord. I do have a ghost. I do have a DeadPixel Ghost, and because I got that DeadPixel Ghost, I shared it in Twitter, and people started adding me from the DeadPixel Ghost Club community. And I just want to say, everyone over at the DeadPixel Ghost Club community is awesome over there. I feel like there's a lot of like-minded individuals in the DeadPixel Ghost Club, and a lot of interesting people as well. And I think that's really cool. And they pretty much welcomed me in to their community. And I did get picked for the drop number 4 of the DeadPixels, and I'm super stoked about that. It's whitelist only, so there will not be a public mint of the DeadPixel Ghost Club drop 4. And I'm so happy that I got on the whitelist, and I'm gonna mint mine. And you only get to mint one, but you know they're gonna be for sale on the open market at some point. You know, so Hedera is still, wow, we just down like over 1% since I looked at it like 5 seconds before I hit record. So it's down 71% on the year. I mean, if we get back to all-time highs, 56 cents, almost 57 cents. That's a huge return, and I definitely think Hedera Hashgraph is going to breach that all-time high. Absolutely. It's insanely fast. I personally like to take a crypto, buy it from my exchange, and send it somewhere, because, you know, from the time I hit send, and I do look at the confirmations, because some confirmations take, you know, some cryptos have a lot of confirmations. And so it's not necessarily the network's fault. It's going from the exchange to be confirmed to your wallet. and that process can take a little bit. But for the most part, when I hit send, it's like literally I go to look in my wallet and I watch it appear there. It's that fast. And so personally, from my experience, it's faster than XRP, it's faster than XLM, and it's faster than XDC. Just from my experience, that doesn't mean any of those cryptos are bad. Not at all. It just shows the technological ability of HBAR and directed acyclic graph. And I've talked about the directed acyclic graph design previously in an older video, when I was just starting out making these, and I still kind of am just starting out. I forgot where I was going. Oh, that the data is structured more as a spiral rather than a bunch of stacks of blocks like a blockchain. So this space is giving birth to new technologies, and new concepts. And I think that's really cool. I just wanted to point out I'm not a TA expert. You guys know that, but I try my best, and I think it's important to venture out and try to have your own understanding of what's going on here. And you can see on the month of HBAR, the month chart, the RSI is pretty far down. I do see us going above the yellow trend line there at some point. That's on the month chart. Now, short term, I think we're overextended. Let's see. Let's go to the week. I mean, look at us. We're overextended. I'd like to see that yellow line come up and us break through it or touch down on it as far as the HBAR price. But any H bar below 10 cents to me is a good buy, and none of this TA even matters right now because it's all a good buy as far as H bar. I just like to be aware that we could get a good dip, and those are good opportunities to get a good DCA price in, and if you're always aiming for those good dips, you actually have a good chance of hitting all-time bottom right around, a month ago, or who knows, maybe we could see further bottoms on some of the altcoins. Maybe Bitcoin already did, but maybe these altcoins are about to bleed out as Bitcoin hits volatility for macroeconomic reasons, right? So let's get back to the DeadPixel Ghost Club community. So cool, guys. You got to get onto Zeus, okay? You got to download Hashpack. It's super easy. You can even use your web wallet as the burner wallet, and Hashpack does work with your ledger, with your Ledger Nano. Okay, so you can do it that way to have your NFTs secured that way. Now, only Nano Ledger S Plus and X and the future stacks are available to where you can see your NFTs. Now, if you have an old school Nano Ledger S, the older models, you can still send your NFT there on the Hbar chain, but you won't be able to see them, but they're there. They're there. And if you eventually upgrade to the Nano S Plus, and you link your account there, you might be able to see them. Well, I know you'll be able to see them in the S, okay? In the S Plus. So super cool that we can store our HBAR NFTs securely, right? Like right off the bat. But anyway, get your Hashpack, play around with Hashpack. There's apps within there. There's actually the Zeus Market gateway in there in the Hashpack that allows you to get to the marketplace, and it's already linked up to here. Create your profile. It's not that hard. It's seriously clicks and create a password, and you're in there. And you can even send your US dollar coin to your HBAR wallet on Hashpack, and then use the DEX that's built in and swap it, right? You could just swap it that way for HBAR if you wanted to do it like that. Here, and we're going to go into collections, right? And we're going to look, one of the most traded is the DeadPixels Ghost Club, right? Look at these guys. Now, you could say this one way, right? You could say, it's just a pixelated ghost, you know what I mean? And say it all like or you could look at them, dude, and you could be like, dude, it's a pixelated ghost. That's so cool. We grew up with pixelated ghosts and Mario and all those old school graphics. What don't you like about a pixelated ghost? To me, I feel like the ape, the monkey, is almost offensive. The ghost is, expansive in concept, life after death. A little bit of fun, maybe a little bit of darkness involved in there. But come on, Don't tell me you don't relate to one of these ghosts. You don't think one of these ghosts is cool, right? Look, and one of the things I like to do, right? You can sort it from low to high. And I can't believe this guy's going low right now. 6,200 H bar. You know, that's pretty cool. I like that. So yeah, the floor for these is like 6,150 H bar right now. That's the lowest price. So, you're sitting, around 400, 415, 450 dollar wise, US dollar wise for one of these pixelated ghosts. So you can talk shit all you want on the pixelated ghosts, but it's worth $500, through supply and demand, through rarity. There's only 10,000 of these bad boys, right? I don't actually know what the number will be after the D4 drop. Are they going to release another 10,000? Answer below. So in one way I'm concerned. Is it like in a crypto where when they do a supply release, the price is going to go down because it's going to dilute the supply? I don't know, but even if they release another 10,000, so what? There's 20,000 dead pixel ghosts out there. That's not enough to go around for how big HBAR is going to be and for how big it's going to be globally, right? Not just as far as NFTs, but for use in industry and behind the scenes. I mean, you can stake with Boeing right now. Come on, you think it's going to go anywhere? So it's really cool that you can have some of these NFTs like that are the first of their kind technologically, and obviously the NFT technology isn't going to go away, and I think HBAR Hbar Hashgraph is going to be a leader in that. I mean, they obviously are. If there's this much community right now during a bear market and this much fun and exuberance, what's it going to be like, in a bull cycle? This community is going to be insane. Okay, where's my Dead Pixel Ghost shirt? Where's my Dead Pixel hat? I want to rep that. I'll wear one. Maybe they're out there already. I honestly haven't looked. But what about your Dead Pixel Ghost stuffed animal, your plushie? That'd be kind of cool. Have that guy sitting in my window at work. That'd be really cool. I don't have an office. I meant in my van, my work van. Drive around with that bad boy. I don't know, rep it. You got to be into fun stuff. I grew up in the Pokemon times, and I still got a bunch of Pokemon cards. The first 150 or 151, because I did get Mew, and Mewtwo. So there you go. Yeah, so I'm into collecting. What else are you gonna do in this life? Yeah, it's BS or whatever, but all you need is one home run. And you might as well have a little fun. Anyway, let's check out Bitcoin price here. So I pulled this fib in Bitcoin. Oh man, from March, the low in 2020, I pulled this fib just to the top of the green candle in January 21st, right? Because in my opinion, I'm not a TA expert, but we've broken down into an older Fibonacci structure. Because if I were to pull this all the way to the top, like's common, we'd be down in this gray right now, and that doesn't help us at all. So anyway, we're riding right on top of that point 0.5 fib, and something tells me we have broken through it. We've broken through it a little bit, and I think we're gonna retest what's the bottom of the 0.618 is 18,639. So I don't see why Bitcoin wouldn't get back into our green box, the 0.618, right? It's pretty common for the prices to return to the 0.618 Fibonacci sequence. Okay, right? We talked about the fib before in the past. I have a fossilized Nautilus. Shout out to my sister if she's watching this. I believe she gave me this. It's a fossilized Nautilus, and it makes the Fibonacci sequence spiral. Anyways, yeah. So that's super cool to use this TA indicator. But I do think we're gonna get down into, there apparently there's a CME gap. I don't look at that chart. I don't trade the CME futures, but apparently there's a CME gap at the high 19,000 range. And what did I just say? We could tap 18,577. Why not? And that means we would close that gap easily, and then we could wick back out of it in a short amount of time. So I'm almost short term, meaning from now into spring. What do they say? Sell in May, walk away. Uh, into that time period, I'm kind of a little bearish still. I don't know if we will make a new low. Will we get back to our lows that we hit? I don't know. I think it all depends on what's going to happen in the macro, as far as what the Fed does. I did want to check out this though, from looking into Bitcoin.com, Pi Cycle Top Indicator. I'm not going to read how they get this equation from you, but it's the moving averages and some algebra, right? But if you look back here from the top in 2013, late 2013, we might as well call it beginning of 2014, to 2017, right? Late 2017, we have around 4 years, right? And look, let's see, this orange line is the 111-day moving average. Interesting. And the green line is the 350-day moving average times 2. And so we can see when the green and the orange is yellow, the green and the orange get really wide, we usually form our bottom. And then over the course of years, unfortunately, those lines stretch closer and closer together, and then we form a top, right? And look it up here. We're forming the same. It looks identical, and look, I mean, those lines can't get much wider, guys. And even this orangish yellow line, the 111-day moving average, is starting to curve upward, like we have bottomed, and I don't believe we can get any wider than this, because I mean, you look all the way back to 2012. Look how wide we got in those two moving averages, and then we over years rip to the upside like ridiculously. Same thing here, 2013 ripped to the upside by 2017, and even in these smaller spans of time, that those two lines got really wide, and then we ripped to the upside, and they got really close together, and they indicated a top, right? And then they widened out again, and then we ripped to the upside, and we're in a thick range, ladies and gentlemen. She thick, okay? These moving averages is thick. That's the best way I can say it. And so even though it's long term, I don't I think we're getting out of the bear market is the best way I can say it. And the future is looking bright for Bitcoin and crypto. You have some of the biggest asset managers in the world buying Bitcoin. I don't think it's going away. I don't think it's going away. Even if they banned proof of work, I somehow think Bitcoin would escape regulation. Somehow I just have a hunch. I don't know why. Even though it's slow, look at gold. You don't go to the store with a handful of gold and buy groceries, yet it's the base value of everything, even without legally applying it to the dollar. It's still the base value. You know what I mean? It's interesting. So let's look at the 200-week moving average heat map. I like to look at that one. Okay, let's zoom in on it here. Man, we keep trying. We've gotten, within like $1,000, give or take, of the 200-week moving average. And that's the moving average I want to see us rip above and then create support on top of that. And then, like I said, we can breathe maybe a sigh of relief. Sorry, we can feel release that the bear market is over. I feel like we could feel like that. And then I wanted to pull up, just as another macroeconomic indicator, the NASDAQ 100, right? And everybody's talking about a death cross in the NASDAQ, and you can see it's teetering. I pulled this fib from the low in 2008 to the high, right? To our recent C word high. And man, we're sitting now right at the 0.382, and just like I said in the past, it's common for the fractal to return back to our 0.618, guys. man, and that's a 7,186, you know, and then I don't follow contemporary stocks very much, but right now it's sitting at 10,000. I know that's a big move for stocks, okay? And I'm just saying that could bring the price down of Bitcoin with it, and we'll see. You know, some people speculate that as things collapse in the contemporary stock market because of mad inflation and having to ramp it down, you know, maybe our landing won't be so soft. Uh, the money will exit the contemporary market, and as clarity comes for crypto, they'll move the money into crypto, and you might see a reversal because right now they seem to be correlated. As the stock markets do well, so does crypto and Bitcoin. But I don't necessarily think that's forever. I think that's just a reflection of the money printing, you know, the burr of the money printer, right? So I'll leave it with that. So basically, short term bearish, I'm long term bullish as a mofo, guys. Oh my God, am I bullish? Whoo, buddy. Anyway, man, I really want to see this news break out of the judge. Why go away, ad? So when Sam Bankman-Fried was bailed out, there's two mystery people, right? Who didn't want their names released to the public. Well, now the judge is saying, "Nah, we're gonna release these bad boys' name," and everybody's speculating on who it's gonna be. And you know, this is like a daytime soap opera to me. Like I'm on the edge of my seat. Like, who's it gonna be? Who, you know what I mean? Just because why not? It's fun, you know. I try not to get emotionally tied to it. It's all a show. It's all a show. Don't get me wrong, but that doesn't mean I can't be like in the crowd, like ah ha ha ha, ha laughing and shit. You know, who's it gonna be? We can speculate if it's gonna be Gary Gensler, you know, but everybody thinks it's gonna be just like a bombshell, like boom, Gary Gensler bailed out Sam Bankman-Fried. I don't think so. I think it could be a dud on who it is. You know, everyone's gonna be like, oh, well, that makes sense. You know, it's his brother's wife or something. I don't know. We'll see. I just think that stuff's interesting, and I like how this case has revealed more corruption in our government. And I think it's good when truth comes to light, you know, and that's the main thing about it. Uh, Anyways, this is Crypto Clay. Peace and love. Tapping out. This is my favorite part right before I start talking. I don't know why. It's like,